My name is Kathleen. I used to be a classroom teacher, and now I work at Apple on a team that travels across the country that works directly with educators that use Apple products in their classroom. I'd like to tell you a story about one teacher that I work with at Tuskegee Public Elementary School in Alabama. Mr. Ferris Moore is a sixth grade teacher at TPS, and he wanted to figure out a way to be able to change his teaching practices to ensure that all of his students were connected and engaged in learning. So he led his students to try some amazing new projects with iPad. One is a project, a Veterans History project, that's in partnership with the Library of Congress. When his students were learning about various world wars, he quickly saw that they were not connected or engaged in the content. He decided to reach out to veterans in their community, have them come to the school to be interviewed, and provide their war accounts. This was a great experience for the students because they were able to record all of these stories. Making the experience more personal and collaborative helped the students build a better understanding of this piece of history. They used iPad to make connections between the wars they were studying and the impact that it had on people in their local community. They took ownership of their learning, and now their digital projects will be showcased at the Library of Congress for the entire world to see. Yes. It's very, very exciting. And do you know why it's exciting? Because Mr. Moore empowered his students, and now they're researchers, they're cartographers, they're reporters, they're historians, and much more. They're already talking about their journey into higher education and the careers they plan to obtain with vigor, and they're only elementary students. Thank you.
Thanks, Stephanie. Yeah. I've been to that school, and it will make your heart sing to be there. Thank you, Kathleen, for sharing that with us. It's inspiring to hear about the fantastic results that we're seeing in ConnectEd. Working with students and teachers constantly reminds us of the words of Horace Mann, the great education reformer, who once said, "Education, then, beyond all devices of human origin, is the great equalizer of the conditions of men and women." These words are as important today as they were when he wrote them over 150 years ago. We've been so fortunate to have been invited into classrooms all over the world and to see firsthand the experiences of learning with our products. Like the Luwan #1 Central Primary School in Shanghai, which is using iPad to create entirely new ways to teach everything from history to the arts. And the Woodbury Down Primary School in London, where students are making their own books to share, scoring their own songs, and programming drones with Swift. Moments like this mean so much to everyone at Apple. They inspire us to create even better products that help kids learn and unlock their amazing creative genius. Today, we're going to take those experiences even further. And to start it off, we're going to talk about iPad, and to do that, I'd like to invite Greg Joswick up to the stage. Greg?
Thanks, Good morning, everyone. We know that great teachers and powerful technology are an incredible combination. They can unleash students' creativity, allowing them to do things they never dreamed possible. We're proud to make the very best products for unleashing this creativity, and we're driven to make products that our customers love. And teachers and students alike love the iPad. They love that the iPad is so easy to use with its incredible large multi-touch display and its legendary easy-to-use interface. It feels like an extension of their minds, engaging, fluid, and immersive. They love the iPad because it's super portable. They can take it with them anywhere in the classroom and beyond, because today learning happens everywhere, even where there might not be a desk. For instance, students can take the iPad on a field trip, use the camera to identify the plants they see, then use our Clips app to shoot a video report to share what they've learned. They love iPad because it's so versatile. The iPad is a magical sheet of glass that can become anything we want it to be. Like these students who are using iPads to program and command robots. Think for a moment just how cool that is. I couldn't do this when I was a kid, but this is what kids do today with iPad in the classroom. They love iPad because it's super powerful. They can use apps like Playground Physics to record video and use that to instantly analyze speed, force, and energy of motion. They love iPad because it comes with amazing built-in apps that ignite creativity. Apps including iWork, GarageBand, Clips, and iMovie. Students can create incredible reports. They can capture their next big idea, shoot and edit their first film, or compose their first opus. There's nothing like these creativity apps on any other device. They also love that the iPad can do over 1 million other incredible things. Literally, as there are over 1 million apps in the App Store made for iPad, they can do virtually anything we can imagine. And there are nearly 200,000 apps made for education. This goes way beyond the basics and way beyond browser-based apps. No other platform has anything close to this depth, breadth, or quality of apps for learning. They love that the iPad is built for everyone. With the accessibility features built into iOS, these capabilities are available to students of all abilities. You know, we love hearing from teachers. They're the ones in the classrooms day in and day out, stoking the imaginations of their students. They've seen firsthand the way their students are more engaged, more creative, and ultimately more successful when they're working with iPad. So I'd like to bring up Cassie Williams from the Woodbury Downs School in England that you heard about just a few minutes ago to tell you about her experiences with iPad in a classroom. Please welcome Cassie.
Hi, Joe. Thank you. Hi, everyone. I teach across 3 primary schools in London, where we have a wide range of students from all different backgrounds and cultures. When I first introduced iPad into my classroom, I quickly realized the impact it could have on engaging my learners. Movie making, documenting science projects, sharing presentations were ways to bring my diverse class together. It sparked collaboration, creativity, and curiosity. And it helped me to enable every child to find their own path to success. In Year 2, we have geography lessons where the children learn about where our food comes from and how it gets to us. They use iPad and apps to research the different geographical features of countries where food, such as bananas, grows. They investigate the farmers, the vegetation, the people of the country. They can study different modes of transportation, the packaging, the journey and the distance the food takes to get to us. When they finish their learning, they bring it all together in video, which allows them to best express themselves. What's unique about these lessons today with iPad is that the students have virtually unlimited directions that they can take their learning. They are creators of content rather than consumers of information. They choose the path based on what they find interesting. Some spend more time in the country where the food was grown, whilst others focus more on how the food was brought to the UK. Being able to see their learning in video helps me to better assess what they know. It also helps our children who speak English as a second language and who would otherwise find it to communicate and participate in the learning. In 2017, the national average of children achieving the expected standard in reading, writing, and maths was 61%. In our schools, 96% of the students achieved that expected standard. Thank you. Thank you. This shows how the skills we are developing with our children is helping to have an impact on academic performance. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much.